How are you all? I'm glad to be here. Take my wife, please. I take my wife everywhere, but she finds her way home.
Hey, how about this? Take my wife, please. You think of that joke, 3-word setup, 1-word punchline, 4-word joke.
4-word
That's impressive.
Don't get better than that.
I never thought about that.
I spent the last 2 weeks at Disneyland. It was so much fun. The next time I'm taking my wife and kids. Worst thing I've ever read. These are garbage. Next time, I'll take my wife and kids.
It doesn't really make much
that's
sense.
a rhythm joke. That's a Youngman. I had such a good time. I got up this morning at the crack of my back, stuffed up the crack, went back to bed. Take my wife, please.
Henny Youngman was a great friend of mine.
He was.
Oh, he was.
He was the best.
The best. Nothing made...
Take my wife, please, right?
Yeah, but nothing would lead into things. You know, as he'd get up and just a stream of consciousness. Woody Allen's favorite comedian was Henny Youngman. You know, as he'd tell you a joke like this and then go like this and go like this. You know what I mean? You go from this. I go to the doctor, and the doctor said to me, "You look great. You're going to live till you're 60." I said, "I am 60. What did I tell you?" Yeah, that's funny.
That's funny.
Henny Youngman was the cheapest man. I'll never forget. He called me one day and said, "Hello, Jack." Oh, my wife died. Can you do a club date for me? That was it. My wife died. Can you do this club date for me? Youngman, I'll never forget that. I just hung up. My wife died. In the same breath, can you do a club date for me?
Just do it.
You know, today I found a guy's hand in my pocket. I said, "What do you want?" He said, "I want a match." I said, "Why did you ask for it?" He said, "I don't talk to strangers." I had an uncle up here who was a psychic, knew the exact day he was going to die. The warden told him. The drunk gets into a taxi. He said, "Take me to the Waldorf Astoria Hotel." He says, "You're at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel." He said, "Next time, don't drive so fast." I got a wonderful doctor. Before the operation, he touches up the x-rays. The guy walks in, the doctor. He said, "Doctor, I have a ring in my ear. What'll I do?" He said, "Don't answer." Another fellow walks in, the doctor. The doctor said, "You're going to live to be 60. He said, "I am 60. He said, "What I tell you?" I said, "Doc, it hurts when I do that." He said, "Don't do that." The doctor said to me, "Get undressed." I said, "Take me out a few times first." I'm standing there naked. The doctor said, "Go over the window, stick your tongue out the window." I said, "For what?" He said, "I'm mad at my neighbor." I said, "Doc, I got shingles. They try to sell me aluminum siding." Fellow says to another fellow, "Look, take this gun and go in the bank. Tell her you want the money. Get the money in the bag. Back out. Anybody gets in your way, shoot to kill, and come right outside and give me the money. I'll be sitting in the car. And I'm taking all the chances." He said, "You mean to tell me you want me to go in there with the gun, hold up the teller, get the money, back out, anybody gets in the way, shoot to kill, bring the money out to me in the car, and you say you're taking all the chances? How are you taking all the chances?" He said, "I can't drive." Here's one I do myself. I want to do this myself because I like it. As a man lost in the woods comes upon a monastery, a religious building. Outside the monastery, the friars in their costumes and the monks are working. And he tells them he's hungry and he's lost, and they invite him in. They say, "All we have to eat is fish and chips." And he eats the fish and chips, and he loves the fish. He says, "I'd like to meet the man who made the fish." They bring a man out. They say, "You the fish fryer?" He says, "No, I'm the chipmunk." I like it. Next scene, picture this. A funeral procession, 2 hearses. Behind the hearses walks a man with a vicious dog, and 100 men in the funeral procession. So a fellow steps off the curb. He says, "What's going on here?" He says, "My wife and my mother-in-law, my dog bit them." He says, "Can I borrow the dog?" He says, "Get in line." In the next scene, I'm sitting on the stool having a drink. Over here's the man on the stool having a drink. He falls down 3 times. I pick him up each time. Bartender, where does this man live? I'll give him a lift home. Tells me where he lives. Grab the man, pull him down to the car, open the back seat, put him in, he falls down. I get to the address they gave me, I pull the man out of the car, he falls down 3 more times. I pick him up each time. I knock on the door. Mrs. Einstein, I brought your husband home. She says, where's his wheelchair?
I'm not a rock star, baby, I'm a writer, say no. Ain't got no drugs on me, baby.
Nick,
Dennis Rodman.
here's an interesting thing. Do you ever notice this?
Yeah.
Henny Youngman
Yeah.
is an old man.
Yeah.
But Gary Oldman is a young man. What about Paul Newman is an old man?
You got another one?
What about Gary Mann is a guy who works over at Comedy Central?
Is that What happened?
I don't know.